one ambulance at PHC Aldona, and they are using that because they don't have a staff vehicle. So they sometimes have to use that ambulance to go for field works or to go to any other place. So I would request that a vehicle for the staff also has to be done. A repair for the PHC building is required because the plastering is peeling off. And our field staff from PHC Aldona is deployed to other health centers. They should be brought back so that it can be fully functional. At the district hospital MAPSA, we need also staff. As far as that is concerned, I think the Honorable Minister may be having that requirement. I won't read all the data because it shows that there's a need of at least minimum 50 more staff nurses and 50 MTS which will be required. We don't have, the CT scan is not working, and the repairs of the building is required to be done, and the X-ray machine also is not working. So I will just pass this list of the North Goa District Hospital. I won't read because all those details can be looked into. In the town and country planning, demand number 54, we have a burning issue of section 39A. The intention of the legislature was very clear. It was to allow certain changes of zone. But now what is happening is, there is a contour plan which is being drawn. And the contour plan, the rules provide for applicant to produce contour plans. There's no reference to contour plans prepared by the Survey of India. Under the regional plan 2021, the base which is mentioned there in 3.5, or para 3.5 of RPG, it says topo maps of Survey of India have been used. So this is the base for your survey plan, for the regional plan. If this is the base for the regional plan, I would always say that you look back at that. You may bring another plan, but look back at this plan for the purpose of matching the contour plan. But what is happening in para 3.2.C.4 of the building regulations, it says you are allowed to bring plans and sections of area where cutting or filling more than 1.5 meters height from the existing ground level is involved. Contour plan at 1 meter intervals in case of sloping sites prepared by a chartered surveyor. Please understand this. Chartered surveyor is one. Even a chartered surveyor, please look at it with reference to the Survey of India. Then I think all these problems will be sorted out. Eco-sensitive zones, the rules say, your rules which you have framed for zone change, I'll just read that. Rule 5.1, eco-sensitive lands defined in clause C of sub-rule 1 of rule 2 shall not be considered for change of zone. But in rule 5, sub-rule 5, it say, 4, it says in case of land whose zoning has been reverted to agricultural and non-developable zones in Regional Plan 2021 from settlement zone in Regional Plan 2001 shall be considered on priority and as per the merits of each case. That means you are virtually nullifying 2021 RPG and you are reviving 2001 Regional Plan. So I think that this should not be done, and this is what is causing a lot of heartburn. If, Honourable Speaker, you will see, we have got an answer which was given by the Honourable Minister to LAQ number 118, which was answered on unstart question LAQ 118 on 10 March 2026, and to a question by Viresh Botkar. And that shows large-scale zone change which has taken place, ranging from areas of Kanakana right across to Bardes and to other places also. It shows the Kanakana has the highest, it shows that 12.78 lakh square meters across Goa has been reclassified as settlement zone, with Kanakana being the highest with 3,25,915, Tiswadi at 2,77,927, Perne 2,46,624, Bardesh 2,40,000. Now, what is new thing which is coming up, which I have seen, is that they are even now going in for zone change by knocking off tenants from the survey form. What the process is, the buyer is waiting in the wings, he enters into an agreement with the tenants, and then they come for a negative declaration, and the Mamladar happily gives them a negative declaration after the tenant is dead. That tenant, if he was alive, probably would have said no. But when he is dead, you are making the application. Honourable Speaker, can I was talking about tenanted land.
Dead man walking.
The tenant has died. What they're doing is, heirs are going before Mamladar, getting a negative declaration, and then the plot is being sold. And then they're applying for the zone change. Now, two things, please understand. One part is, if you and I today, holding our land, we go for zone change, it's not being done. But people are purchasing the land, and suddenly they realize that, oh, this zone change has to be done. And then they're coming and they're making requests, and all this fraudulent manner in which I've raised objection. This thing have raised objection about it. They have proposed, this is there, I'm giving this. One is in Nashnola, where area has been this thing, but this is the tenanted land, please, I'm giving these copies. One to Honourable Minister, one to Honourable Speaker. I'm showing this. Objection has been raised already by our people. Where, Michael, please see this. I clearly said that in connivance with the legal heirs of the late tenant so-and-so, negative declaration tenants applied for registered a case number so-and-so, and I think within 1 month he got a negative declaration. And then it is mentioned in the sale deed, page 2, that, but the survey form which is in the record of the town planning department shows that there is a cultivation year by year on this agricultural land. So this shows that this was done fraudulently and with the sole intention of seeking zone change. The other one is Nashnola, where the plot is 11,924 square meters, and it's a natural cover. Again, 4,749 square meters is sought to be changed to settlement zone. That also after the sale deed is done. Honorable Speaker, since the town planning also deals with these issues, I want to show a case where under section 17, action was requested to be taken for a hill cutting which was done in Ikoshi. It was done by a private party, but it falls in Ikoshi, but the Salvador Damun Sarpanch had filed a petition. It went to the deputy town planner. Unfortunately, I don't know why nothing has been done. It shows that somebody was cutting the hill for making a road. I've sent the photograph. And the police even wrote a letter to the deputy town planner, forwarding written complaint received from Sandeep Salgaonkar, Sarpanch of VP Salvador Damun. This is in the boundary of my constituency, but it touches my constituency. Please see the photographs, how the hill has been cut to make a road. And nothing has been done after this. So my respectful submission is that please look into this also and ensure that action is taken. There is also another road which has been done through NDZN in Ikoshi, because Ikoshi falls in my area, in my panchayat, though the village for survey is Salvador Dumun. It is in no development zone. I will give you that survey number exact. I will pinpoint and give you that. Without anybody's permission. You all are not given, nobody has given permission, but they suddenly made a road. Because today they will prepare this in advance to say that here there exists a road, there are no trees, you know how the system works. So I would request even action to be taken on that. As far as demand number 53 is concerned, food and drugs. I have one thing which I have noticed, which everybody would have noticed, are these vehicles which carry these soft drinks, PET bottles on the top of their vehicles. We know that PET bottles are not very good, they're not recommended. I'm not saying ban them as such, but what I'm saying is, when they're exposed to the sun, the leachate which will come is very carcinogenic. And I think that they are maximizing profit by putting it up, even hanging outside, where there is sun and there is heat, and then we drink it. Sometimes we find water tastes funny, we find the cold drink tastes different, and this is what is happening. And then we think that we put in a fridge, we are all fine. And then we have all these kind of problems for us, for our elders, for our family members. My request is, these vehicles transporting soft drinks and plastic bottles, I know that Bisleri, I remember Bisleri, puts it into a vehicle, closes the vehicle and they transport it. But the others don't do this. They have got those racks, because easy to pull and easy to push those crates. So they keep it like, it's very cheap manner of transporting, because they want to cut costs. So my request is that also action, FDA must be asked to take action against this, to stop this kind of things which is affecting us. As far as women and child development is concerned, there is this nutrition which was being provided of rice, dal and jaggery, etc. Now I'm told that now there is some rice porridge instant mix which is coming. I'll just pass this. This is coming as a rice porridge instant mix. This way, this is the one. And apparently it contains so many things which is so sweet, children don't want to have it, nobody wants to have it. Honourable Minister. Minister, see this. For the Anganwadis, they are giving this under that portion 2. And the nutrition which was given, which was supposed to be very good. But now this is all packed, everything combined in one, supposed to be a healthy meal. But it is so sweet that children don't want to have it. Parents don't want, nobody wants it. It's just a waste. It's just going, I think that should be reverted to going back to giving what was being given before. As far as municipal administration is concerned, my respectful submission is smart city is a total mismanagement. We have been having roads being dug, laid, redug, and I don't know what kind. They brought a smart city, this thing, what you call that, a vehicle for the purpose of it, but that vehicle seems to be derailed, or whether it's running away with the funds of the government, I don't know. Personally, I feel that if those funds were invested in a city adjoining, in some area which could have been developed as a city, I think this could have decongested Panjim. This would have allowed heritage of Panjim to be preserved, instead of concentrating everything into the city, jamming and choking Panjim. And today the problem is, if you try to enter Panjim and get out of Panjim, it's a nightmare. So I feel that something needs to be done so that we can conserve the beauty and the heritage of every city, because every city in Goa has got its own unique features, and I think the municipal administration can assist in doing this. There's another thing about regularization of daily wage contract workers in municipality. In table 2, department-wise, in the ATR, which the Honorable Chief Minister presented, department-wise list of budget assurances initiated during the same financial year, and its implementation is underway. This is the title of it. And at serial number 1, in 89, it says to provide temporary status to daily wage workers across all municipalities who have completed 7 years or more service. Now the answer is, all ULBs have been directed to submit the bills of temporary status for pay fixation. Municipalities have already initiated process of payments towards a temporary status, which is page 59, running page 62. Now this temporary status, this I'd already mentioned yesterday in detail. The temporary status scheme is not the scheme to regularize. It's only a label. But then the clause says you get no benefit of regularization. Just 5 minutes more. You get no benefits of regularization. You end up in the same status, and it says that you will be regularized as and when a vacancy arises, which is contrary to the Supreme Court directions. If you have worked for 10 years or more, this is 7, I'm not talking 7. If you work for 10 years or more, then it's the responsibility and duty of the state government to regularize all this stuff which is there. No post, no sanction post, or no funds cannot be a criteria if you're using them annually, year by year, for the same job for 10 years or more. There are people who are there for 17 and 18 years now. So this is my respectful submission. Dilapidated structures in municipal area also required. And there is one more thing which, Honourable Speaker, I require to mention, where you were present, I was present, Honourable Minister was present. In June 2025, a commercial building in Mapsa was inaugurated, along with that library. Unfortunately, now it's almost a year, and the building has not been operational. I spoke to the Chief Officer this morning. I asked him, why is it still not functional after the inauguration? It's quite shameful that after you call for the inauguration, it's still not ready. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of funds. Otherwise, we could have got revenue, and the municipality could have got something out, because finally money is invested in the public. So he said there was first a problem because of fire issue, which he said now things have been, they have given some observations which are being rectified. And there's another dispute about somebody putting a claim, some 30 square meters or something has been utilized or usurped of that person. And the matter went to the High Court, and High Court has asked to consider that and resolve it amicably. Whatever it is, I feel that the building should be put into use as fast as possible, because all these things, because when there's a public interest, it overrides private interest. Therefore, I think it can be speeded up so that the revenue can come in for the municipality. Otherwise, this entire inauguration becomes a mockery. As far as forest is concerned, there are two things I want to speak about. Again, about staff in the forest department and forest corporation. These temporary jobs, these people who are working on contract or daily wages, you know you need them. You know you can't dispense with them. Therefore, I think even steps like how I spoke about municipalities, they should also be regularized. The other thing is about forest. I don't say forest fire, it's fire in forest. What I'm saying, fire in forest, there are people specially burning trees. After burning, they clear it up. They don't turn up. They disappear, and after 2 years, they will come and say, there is no forest.